Hi folks, how you doing? James Betts Football here with another update. Now, I'm giving away free picks starting today. I've held off on doing that for a while. Maybe it'll be behind a paywall later on, but gamble responsibly. I've paid all my bills. It's just $5, here and there. And if it wins, I try and get a winning streak going where I roll over the profit into the next bet. So, anyways, in my last two videos, first one I gave away a free parlay, three team parlay. And then in the one before, just before, was my pick from the top European teams this weekend. And now it's my tier two, so the teams just below the top European teams. I'm going to walk you through the list and the matchups and why I went with the pick that I went with. Okay, so here's the list on the left and the team they're playing against on the right. I'm going to go through these quickly so I don't run out of time. Bologna away against Udinese. It's away, and Udinese's not great, but not terrible. Bologna is the better team, but I'm not risking it. AC Milan and Inter. Similar to Spurs and Arsenal here, it's a derby. I usually go with a favorite against an underdog, and this is two favorites basically. Roma away against Cremonese, race to 2 goals. It's possible, but you need 2 goals. Roma's not been scoring that many goals this season. Might hit, but I'm not touching it. Dortmund and Stuttgart, they're playing each other. They're both on this list, so again, it's kind of two favorites. Red Bull Leipzig at home against Werder Bremen. This one's very possible, but Werder Bremen's a decent side, and you need minus 1.5. Man U at home against Everton. I think this is very possible, but Everton have been, tricky, and they've got Jack Grealish now, and, you never know. But only getting minus 135 for it too as well, so you're not really winning much with that bet. I prefer things closer to even or plus. Chelsea against Burnley. This is a good one. I've included Chelsea and Man U in my parlay with Real Madrid, but away from home, you need a win by 2. Good odds on it though, plus 140. Spurs, we mentioned them already. Villa away against Leeds. They're the better team, but Leeds are tricky. Marseille away against Nice. Nice are just below the top 5 places, so competitive. Villarreal having a much better season than Mallorca, but Mallorca are tricky, so not touching that one. Real Betis, race to 3 goals. I don't see that against Girona, who's fighting for their lives. Celtic away against St. Mirren, nearly went with this one, but Celtic not quite firing on all cylinders. Porto and Sporting are on the list, but they're in the Portuguese Cup this weekend, so I'm not touching those matchups, and so I didn't even list them. But I went with Juventus away at Fiorentina. Fiorentina's rock bottom of Serie A. It might not happen, but Juventus has the better squad, and they're trying to keep pace in Italy. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.